Okay, y'all. Finally got a different phone and one that my camera works both ways. Makes it easier. So instead of typing all the time, I get tired of typing. Always have. I figured this was just a good room as any. Too hot to go outside and sit with the nice pretty birds and listen to them. Gotta take Elsa to the doctor this afternoon around 2:15. Got Grace a cord, finally, for a laptop. She's going back into college. Hopefully we'll have it all done. Maybe by May. Maybe. Hard to say because one year she didn't go. Will, like I said, he just got out of high school. All he wants to do is either sleep all day or play his games majority of the time. And you have to get him to help. Me, sitting at home for the time being until I get the kids situated. See how everything looks, and then I may look for more weekends type job. Make it easier picking Elsa up from school and taking her to school, and especially having to take Grace to college, back and forth at NWAC. I'm a little bit more calm this week than what I have been. I'm sweating really bad even in this bedroom. I should have left that fan on. I've got to clean this room good this week too. Last week shouldn't bother me so bad, but sometimes it does. Maybe because I know they're young, for one. More than likely no kids yet. If they are, they're newborns. And number two, not even really old enough, if old enough, to even drive. Maybe. No, they're real young. Well, I'll kind of get y'all kind of the back set of this so you can understand a point of view, except just only the point of view that you see on one side. As you know, the government likes to put out a big bunch of crap. Whether if it's useful or not, well, let whatever state want to decide what the hell to do with it. Okay. You got over-the-road drivers. Yes, they're at truck stops. Regional drivers. Yes, they're at truck stops. They only go home during the weekend. Majority of the time. Some of them like to stay out. I stayed out once a couple weeks before I decided to go home. You got your locals that if over, it's like 100 and 150, whatever, round radius. If you're over that from the main home headquarters, what you're stationed out of, yes, you got to keep logbooks. So yeah, you may see truck stops and such more. Locals who don't run as far, who's inside of that circle, does not have logbooks. Okay, so that other day, for one, we're running, anybody's running their tail off. You know, I pretty much consider myself retired. Trying to keep my license in case I ever have to go back to doing it. To God, I never hope that I have to. I've got to watch my health go down over the years, and I think it's a lot to blame. I've got a couple of older siblings that's in better health than I am. You know, and stuff, but even still, the local drivers that are running their tail off, that do not have a logbook, you're just mainly running shipper, receiver all day. Not unless you have to go get fuel at the end of your shift. Most time you're taking your food from home. You bring your food with you. If you don't have time to stop off and gallywag at some truck stop. Never. Never really do you got time, because once you leave that shipper like it dawns, that receiver on the other end, like Pinnacle Foods used to do down here, they knew exactly when we left the joint. Hell, you didn't even have time to stop and take a piss. That's why a lot of times I was peeing down there when I got to Pinnacle. Okay? Now, to give you a clue hint, we ain't got no time to stop off and gallywag at any kind of truck stop or anywhere else, okay? Now, that kind of gives you a backdrop of each and every different truck driver. I'm not sure about the ones who do, like in your oil fields, if they mainly stay around the oil fields, or I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. I think I went to one oil field once in Oklahoma and took something. It wasn't a very short distance. Heck, I made it there by that night. Picked it up that morning. And that was with Merit. I think it was Merit Transportation had MT wrote on the trailers in the truck. And Gary and him's been out of business for years. About 2007, I believe, or 2008. A rough estimate. Because I'm pretty sure that was the trucking company I'd done that on. But, like I said, it gives you an idea of what each different truck driver does. And there's some that even still has different jobs. Some that see truck stops. Some, that might be in where more trucks are. Some that don't even see nothing, maybe except the fuel. And believe me, you're hurrying and fueling and getting your butt back to where you need to be because you got another driver jumping in behind you. While you go home for the night and see your nice little comfortable bed, which you can't never sleep in. Most of the time you're either hurting or you can't sleep. It's a stressful job. Well, like I was saying about government making all these little different things that certain states do, certain states may not do them or do something different. Well, they got this freaking truckers for trafficking. Okay? Yeah, it all sounds nice and dandy. Good Samaritan, you see something, it looks like somebody exploiting a teenager or a kid or somebody else. Okay? Yeah, if you see something, maybe you usually hear it on the radios, like Jessup, Maryland, or somewhere like that. Yeah, turn something in. Hey, you're there, you're seeing it. But not everybody is at the damn truck stop. Okay? Last place I want to go when I don't drive. I'm not hopping in my car to go across town to serve and protect and do surveillance. That's the police's job. That's the way I look at it. Well, hear about, what was it, a week ago? I had somebody, bring it up, and truckers was a hero to save somebody or another. Okay? Great. I even made a comment, it's great that we got Good Samaritans, but there's a lot of things that should not be forced, because in the state of Arkansas and I think about 20 other states, just to even renew your license, you have to take that test online, which I'd done it years ago, but I never kept the copy of the paper, which I'm glad I could pull it back up and print it. Okay? Now, I don't have to renew mine until this coming next June, but I was going to go ahead and try to get everything done so I wouldn't have to worry about it for a while. Well, I'd already printed, there's a thing, it's called My DMV Arkansas something. You can go ahead and send it straight to Little Rock so they can have it, so you don't have to carry much paperwork. Either the women down there at Springdale Revenue Office ain't doing their job, or it got lost in the system, so I couldn't renew nothing. But it's sad that, I'm having to do this crap when I have no cat in the bag. I have no need to go dump the truck stop. I have no need to do surveillance except watch my own kids at home. Which, I had made a comment, some things should not be forced. If you're going to do anything, leave it with the trucking companies. Like they do sexual harassment. You got to sit there and listen to that crap. And all that good stuff, which most truck drivers know in the trucking world. Sexual harassment, maybe if you're bothering an office woman, same company, but it's hard to go against somebody that's in a different company than you. Trust me, been there and done that. You know, you might as well just man up, turn out to be like a man, do the best you can as a job as a man, like a man, and be willing to beat the fire out of somebody if they touch you. Trust me. You know, but you still have to sit through that whole sexual harassment thing. This woman had a dude ask her out, and all she had to paint her mailbox. Next time he saw her, the dude asked her, "No, I've got to paint the fence." And it was something else. But I think the last one was that when he asked her out, she had to paint her house. She couldn't just tell him, "No, I'm never going out with you, leave me the hell alone." A lot of these damn women just like to try to be nice and, you know, pass everything off. Well, hell, the man's sitting here thinking, good Lord, there's actually a woman that works, not somebody sitting on her ass. A lot of women, like my neighbors that live out back, their husbands go to work from before the sun comes up and don't come home till after it's dark. And the brothers live together. Each got a woman. One woman works, but she works at a lawyer's office. One of them lawyer secretaries. The other one, she's got a little kid, stays at home. I might not understand her. It's hard to watch a kid and try to get out and mow or do something. You know, I might understand her. Of course, I put Elsa in a stroller. I strapped her in, put her where I could see her when I got out and mowed. But there ain't nothing hurting that lawyer woman. She goes to work and I have to be there till 8 or 9. Comes home around 3 or 4. Got time. Time all day. Got time during the weekend. Don't do shit. But who gets out and mows the yard is the men. The men who work themselves off 5-6 days a week and mow on Sunday. While they're still trying to get out and do some other stuff, trying to keep the trailer fixed up and everything, you know. So when, you know, you're thinking about sexual harassment, this woman was talking about, you know, I gotta paint this, I gotta fix this, you know. Man sitting there thinking in his mind, hey, this is actually a woman that will work. You know, why she can't just say, no, I'm not going out with you, never going out with you, you might as well stop asking me now. You know, they can't be straightforward when they need to be. But having to sit through all that, my allergies are kicking in this morning. I took my medicine, it ain't helping except my Singular last night. I didn't take it. Wanted to sleep a little bit last night. Give me nightmares the other night. Some people, the doctor has told me, doesn't take it very well. They usually try to commit suicide or something. So I don't like to take that freaking thing unless I have to. I can't breathe at all. And, but if they left it with the trucking companies to where it could be more useful, you know, and it's something that each time you started a new job you could hear over and over again, something that would stick. Because, good Lord, something that I took, I'd have to hunt it out of the drawer in here because that's where I shoved everything. Something that I took online, back around, was it 2017, 16, 17? And you only take it once, that certificate once, and you got to keep that certificate pretty much to show in case they lose it in the computer. Every time you go in to renew your license, and that's the only way you can renew it, because it's forced down your throat when you don't even have a cat in the bag. Like I said, don't drive anymore. I sit at home. What cat do I got in the bag down at the freaking truck stop or somewhere? Where all the trucks are. None. Okay. Now y'all can see the point of view. Well, like I said, they had that dude on the TV. Or not TV, it's Facebook. Yeah, Facebook post. But I think it was also on TV too, I've seen it. The Good Samaritan type. And that's why I was saying, you know, certain things shouldn't be forced. There's just somewhere between 17 to 23. I'm going to take a guess, run Gracie's age, maybe younger. Okay? Jumps on there. I can read it to you exactly. I think I made a picture post of it last week after she pissed me off. Let me get over here to it. Use my other phone, that way I can hunt it down. Let's see here, where's that damn woman at? Alright, here we go. She said, D. Sims, disgusted over that comment. Guess we know what side you're playing on. Kinda suspicious you'd be annoyed by that. May need to look into you, especially since there's kids on your profile. Just seeing you made yourself look suspicious as fuck. Now, how in the hell... Okay, now, like I said, this is a young girl. Madison Jones lives right here. Let's see, she married a dude from West Fork. Because after she made that comment, I looked her little tail up. And a lot of scenery I recognized, because one picture is right down the road on Parsons Road. In Springdale. Like I said, young little piece of crap. Okay? Now, how the hell does that make me suspicious as fuck? Okay? I don't drive anymore, just keep my license in case I ever need it. Hell, I may never even need it again. I may never even want to go back 10, 20 years down the road. If I'm not at a truck stop, I'm not out here because the only places I go, Walmart, grab my groceries, or Aldi's, mainly Aldi's. I'm busy throwing shit in the cart. I try to get out of there in less than 10 minutes at the grocery store. I hate going to the grocery store. And you know what? Aldi's on Sundays is only one cashier. Now, throughout the week, especially Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you can find all registers will have a cashier. And that's usually when people will work. So how are you having a lot of people Monday through Friday when a lot of people go to work? Then on a Sunday when a lot of people are off work. And then you only have one cashier. So I like to try to get out of there in about 10 minutes. At the most. I ain't got time to be looking to see who's around me. I'm busy grabbing my crap, throwing it in the cart, paying for it, throwing it in my truck, because I don't use no bags there. We'll use the laundry basket we get home, and I always let him know when I'm coming home. Get the laundry baskets ready. You know, most time other than that, I stay at home. Now, let's go take Grace across town to Miguel's house. I ain't worried about what's between here and Miguel's house, looking around, see who's trying to kidnap somebody. I'm busy driving, dodging traffic. You know, it's like 40 mile an hour once you get up so far into town. To get so far across through town, then it goes back up to 45 and 50. And in this metro, it's like speeds go up, speeds go down, because all these towns now, like Springdale, Bethel Heights, Lowell, Rogers, Bentonville, Fayetteville, Cave Springs area, which is kind of around Bethel Heights, or at least the exits from them. You know, it's kind of like a growing metro here. You got a lot of people. When I'm driving, I'm too busy dodging around traffic, slow people in the hammer lane. I have to pass them in the slow lane. You know, I ain't worried about anybody that's around me. Mostly the couple of places I go. So what kind of side do I play on if I'm not there? You know, why is it something being forced on me when I have no dog in the fight? I can understand, like I said, if it's left with the trucking companies, when you go back to driving or you change careers, and you got them there telling you about like sexual harassment crap. It's fine. But these 20-something states, they say, okay, for you to even get your license or renew your license, you got to do this truckers for trafficking crap. Of course, it's done online. You just got to make sure to print out that thing and then make sure you send it to the DMV. And best not wait to the revenue office, because even if you have all that crap with you, and you better get there as soon as they open, Actually, before they open. I usually get there an hour before they open because you have to stand in line because, like I said, Springdale alone is about 80,000 people. One revenue office. Not less than I go to Fayetteville. Can't go to Benton County, so it has to be in the county of Washington. Maybe Lincoln. You know, and like I said, still Fayetteville's got 80 or 90,000 people. Lincoln's smaller. It's like a little hole in the wall. But still, a lot of people happen to go from these bigger cities down those smaller countries just to be able to get something done, and it's still getting overran and overpacked. Just like our one Social Security office, and the next one's down in Fort Smith, which is also overloaded. It's not like being in Kentucky. You got a Social Security office in every town on every corner. I wish that was the case here, but it's not. You know, but to have a young little poop that does not have kids, that has not drove a day in her life, or have any kind of knowledge, tell me something like that. I mean, like I said, it may not be me. As long as she don't bother me, I won't bother her. But she's going to piss off the wrong person one day, and somebody's going to rip her ass a new one. Hell, some people's crazy enough to even kill you out here. And that's just being honest. As y'all can see, pick up the news or whatever you want to look at and see that for yourself. That people has lost their mind. You know, she's going to piss off the wrong person one day. You know, and that's bad to say. I mean, she's still young. And probably actually needs an ass whooping. I'll be honest with that one. Probably never had one a day in her life. It's the reason why she is like she is. Damn parents never busted her ass. For one. You know. But commenting on something she has no idea about. Yeah, they make it sound good. Oh, this truckers for trafficking. This is our hero. You know. Hell, it's anybody. Any good Samaritan. You get out here and see something. I don't care who you are. You could be a janitor. You know. At some pop auto shop. You know. See something and say something. Or, call the police. Whatever, But let's say even that janitor at an auto shop, the only way he's keeping his driver's license or his auto mechanic license, whatever in the world this dude's got, saying, oh no, you got to take this course before you can renew your license, into something that he has, not anywhere near anything of. And I don't think people think a lot of our governments, they just like to pass out laws and not use any common sense. Like a lot of the trucking laws. Indiana, there's some laws there that's a little different, because back then, when the government transportation side area decided to pass out these certain laws on hours and all this, a lot of states are saying, okay, they're vague. What do we do with this? Looking at the papers in their hand. They're kind of vague about this, so we'll just do it. We'll do it this way. That way it's still kind of conforming to what's on this paper that come down from our government. That's why each state's different. Like Indiana used to be. I don't know if it still is. Probably still is. Some things are still a little different than it is other states. Just like some things in Utah is different. In California, especially California, it feels like you're going into a foreign country. I hate going to California. It's beautiful in certain areas, don't get me wrong. I hate going there. But when people see this, I don't know if it's just mental mind. If it's that easy to tell somebody something, mental mind, getting them to believe it, maybe I need to go into selling a big bunch of Avon and crap like that, make a ton load of money of it. Selling them to make them look beautiful when they're dog crap ugly. Maybe. Well, I better get myself off here this morning. Still got to eat my breakfast. It's already about, was it 8:49 my time central. Get ready to go in there and try to eat me some breakfast. Wake up a little bit. Dogs has went back to sleep. And I think I've kept y'all on here long enough. It's about 25 minutes and so after on this long enough video. Well, I'll holler at y'all later today.